So I have a 2007 Ford Explorer. The rear windshield wiper motor went out. I actually looked for a how to replace this video on YouTube, and I found nothing, so I figured I guess I will experiment and be the person to make one. So hopefully if all goes right, this video will be seen. So I am assuming the first step would be to pop off the, what do they call it, a housing compartment, or where the motor lies. It appears that it snaps right off. Yes, it does snap off. I'm not breaking it. Ta-da! We have a motor, I think. I'm assuming the next step would be to unplug it. Where are the release clips? There's one. Put that to the side somewhere, I guess. Where is the other clip? Can I see it? Nope. And doesn't anyone else find it odd that an 07 rear windshield wiper motor goes out this early on in a car's life? I was kind of shocked that I had to buy it already to replace it, but whatever. Alrighty. So maybe it doesn't unplug. I don't know. Let me mess with it and fiddle with it and see what else is going on here. Again, I am winging this all on my own because I could not find any resources on how to replace it. So I'm having fun experimenting. Maybe I will take a look at the new motor to see what exactly there is in the new motor, to see exactly what is needed for me to take out here. Where is the new motor? I guess I do not need to unplug that white part. It is attached on the new motor, so now I'll have to go see what I have to do to take apart this. See? There is the new one, and there is the one that needs to come out now. So I will have to find out where it's attached. I'm guessing by that hex nut.
Yeah.
Probably that one. And looks like there may be a third, but we'll get in there and we'll see.
Sure.
So it is the two hexagonal nuts right there that you need to undo. These two, I've just figured out, are a size 5 millimeters, and then the main one right there is a 10 millimeter. So let's undo those. So as you can hopefully see, I got the two main ones out, which took a lot of, where is it? There, you can't really see. I had to close the garage door. Bees were getting in here and I'm allergic, so I lost, I guess, a lot of my light. Anyway, so I got the three main ones out that I had told you about. However, it's not budging, and I see that there is another one right underneath there. So I am assuming that is the fourth one holding it down into place. And I'm going to try to get that one loose, and comes out after that, well, no. So I did get the fourth nut off. However, though, I realized that the motor unit, which is right there, is attached to the rear windshield wiper blade, which is, ta-da! So I think I have to get this off. However, don't know if this is protocol for how, but I see a slot, so I'm assuming, see, slot. I'm assuming somehow that should pop off, and most likely there should be another hexagonal nut in there, but we shall see. Since I am taping myself, I cannot do this, so I'll have to turn it off again. See? So I don't scratch up my car. That actually came off a lot easier than I had expected. I don't even think it was down that securely, but ta-da, another hexagonal knot. So I will figure out what size it is, and I will try to loosen her up. Turns out that this back one is a 13 millimeters or 13 millimeter socket wrench size. So loosen her up and hopefully, holy cow, hopefully it'll pop right out with the windshield wiper blade, and so will the motor, and in will go the new motor. So after some finagling and some pinched fingers, yeah, because I pushed a little too hard and pinched them here, but after some finagling, I realized this is how that comes off. So, ta-da! There we have the rear wiper blade right intact. So now hopefully this should come off. Although I'm sure this is somehow holding it onto the glass. So I guess I gotta figure this part out now. And so herein lies the newest discovery. This little black piece pops right off. Ta-da! Another hexagonal, whatever, socket wrench piece. I don't know, I'm sure I'm not using the proper names for them, but I am a girl, so hopefully that's excused. So you gotta hand it to Ford. They like to keep things different constantly. 7/8 for that piece. And I am absolutely hoping this is the last one that I have to take apart before I can take the motor out. But we shall see, because as things have been going, I'm sure there's about 20 more that I have to take out, but hopefully this is the last. I am pleasantly surprised. That was the absolute last piece. See? Ta-da! There it is. And I just gave it a little push and the whole thing came out. So we reverse to get the new one put right back in. And this one's got rubber washers, or yeah, I guess that's a washer, right? I don't think I'm going to bother trying to take these off and put them on the new one, but I don't know, maybe I should. New dent on my car, but that is what it is. Yeah, see, that's where the washer would go. That one, and then seemed like there was one over there too, but I don't know. Maybe I guess I should do it right and take those off and pop them on here. Why half-ass it now? So I actually just got the rubber washers, and actually there is a grommet that's holding it into place. If you see this metal piece right there, that actually is a grommet, and you know, this will pop right out, and then the rubber is a lot easier to push in instead of trying to push it in as one piece as I did. And I got that one in as well, and you see it not really, but I did want to note before I popped it back in, the two smaller hexagonal screws, ones that were what, a size 5 millimeter, they actually didn't need to come out until the whole unit was apart, which is why the back part came off with the motor when I tried to pop it out from the rear thing. Either way, it doesn't matter because you'll have to take them out anyways to put the screws into the new one, but just figured I'd add that, save you a step instead of trying to catch two pieces as opposed to one like I did. But it is time to put her back in. Hopefully it'll work when I'm all done, but we shall see. Instead of putting it all back together in the complete opposite way of taking it apart by essentially starting where I left off when I took it apart, I instead secured it with that, what was it, the 10 millimeter? Yep, that was the 10 millimeter one. So that way when I tried to screw this one on, it is not going to get loose on the inside and essentially try to wobble around on me when I tighten it, because it was really securely on there when I took it apart. Yeah, tighten it by hand first. Guess I gotta make sure it's on there, huh? It is. This is a lot easier to do with one hand. And since it was on there super secure, I might as well make sure it's secure once again. Although I'm sure any mechanic would probably at this point, instead of going through all the trouble of reconnecting everything, make sure the new motor works. But I'm going to assume that the new motor works, so I am not going to test it just. So now you will notice I have the next hexagonal, whatever. It's not a screw, that much I know. Socket in there. That was the 13 millimeter one. On top of that goes the pop cap. The outside assembly is back to its original state. Only thing I have left to do is put in the last piece. Sorry. Started off by hand. Apologize for the pause. My finger hit the volume button. Plug her back in. Seems like it does not want to reach. There we go. Plug her back in. And then, before I put on the outside housing unit, we're going to test and see if it works. So, turn the car on. Front wipers just went on. Huh. So far, not so good. Oh, ta-da! I was a little scared there for a second. I thought it wasn't going to work. Look at that. Without writing a single instruction on how to do this, I just started and finished all by myself. Pretty proud of that, that's for sure. Thanks for watching.